Hey guys, welcome to 2 Minute Tuesdays, and today we will be talking about the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. So this morning, this topic spawned from a very interesting morning. I woke up today and I went on Facebook because it's the first thing everybody checks when they wake up. Duh.
I woke up like this.
But I woke up to Facebook, and then the first thing that was on my feed was something that looked a little bit like this. So basically what this thing I just showed you is a man with ALS who basically thanks everybody for taking part in ALS because it does make a big change, and he really does appreciate it. So does everybody who has ALS appreciates it just as much as he does. So he's thanking everybody who took part. Now if you haven't seen the Ice Bucket Challenge, I did, it's in the previous video, so go check it out. It was really cold. Then after I saw that, just going through more Facebook stuff, because that's like one of my morning rituals, I came across this post. Before I go into my 2 minutes for today, I'll read a paragraph from this post. Let me just read the intro actually. No, the intro doesn't really say much. Let me read the conclusion. Okay, shit, I can't find anything. Okay, I'll read the conclusion. We aren't rational though. Typically, you will spend more time considering where to order a pizza and what to put on it than you will deciding where to donate your charity dollars. As a result, the real threat, the diseases that are far more likely to kill you and your loved ones, are ignored. This is why the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge is bad for you, and me, and all of us. Instead of supporting what is most needed, we support what is most amusing. And it goes on to show a picture of like America doing the Ice Bucket Challenge and Africa, in need of water. Now, I have very mixed feelings about this post, but this man named Apollo Poe really does make very critical points in his video, in his literally essay actually that he posted. But he says a few things. A couple of things he says are, one, that we've been bringing awareness to the disease, and that's a good thing, but we've been raising dollars to find a cure when the health pharmaceutical companies basically don't want to find a cure. They just want to prolong the profit by giving something to agitate the disease and not really cure it. So people keep coming back for more. So in the long term run, they make a lot of profit out of it. So we are their money banks, and by donating to this cause, we're actually donating to prolonging the disease. And this man claims that he is actually the ex-president of a pharmaceutical nonprofit company, and he knows the ins and outs of all these things, and that the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge isn't really helping do anything but bring awareness. Awareness is good, however, it is basically prolonging the disease, and it's not one of the more delicate or dangerous diseases that are still out there. There's like so much more that we could look towards and support and bring awareness to. And I believe that's a good point. But the one thing he says that was he said it and it made sense to me, but then it also bothered me. He said that doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, actually basically it's between two things. People do it because it's a social, it's not a social fad, it's just social pressure. You're pressured into doing it by your friends, which technically are, because they give you a time limit and they give you an ultimatum. Either you do the challenge or you pay money. Or they just want to fit in and they want to feed their social angst and just get over and done with. And I found that really interesting because beneficially to us, that's really all we get out of it. We get some publicity if you think about it. But I don't know. It was a very interesting like I said, essay I read, and that's what the video is going to be about today. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy it. Yay! Okay, so I have mixed feelings about this because basically, clearly the first thing I saw was, the one guy who had ALS. He claimed his whole family had ALS, and it's a very devastating disease, which basically takes you within 2 to 5 years. And he's really happy that everybody's showing support, because there hasn't been much attention to this subject in the past year. Nobody really knows what's going on with it, and basically once you get ALS, it's like AIDS to HIV. You will die essentially, because there's no cure yet. And he was in tears in these pictures with little captions in them, and it was really cool. It was very interesting. But then there's the juxtaposition with the paragraph thing that one guy wrote, which was basically saying that we shouldn't support ALS. We should find a more effective way of supporting it. And even if we want to support something that was truly meaningful and would bring epic change, we should support some other disease, because there really is a hat to pull from, and it's like a whole pool of dangerous things going on, but there's really no attention. And speaking from the point of view of an African, yes, there are a lot of things that are, going on in Africa and the rest of the world. However, it would be very beneficial to focus more on things that are very important and that need radical attention immediately. But it's just the difference between one point of view saying thank you and the other point of view saying stop it, don't do this, because there's already a lot of money going to this research. So what do you guys think? So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge is something that has been sweeping the nation very, very radically. It was like honing back in the day, It came, it happened, but just like any fad, I feel like But just like any fad, I have a feeling once it's gone, it's gone. Nobody heard of Pony, it just kind of disappeared in the air. And it feels like ALS Ice Bucket Challenge is going to be the same thing. It was a summertime thing, we're going to move on to something else. We'll always find something to make viral, and that was ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. But I hope it doesn't end there, and I hope something really does get done for this disease, because people have brought a lot of attention to it, and we have raised a lot of money collectively. So, put your attention to it, but give your attention to other things too that are very important in this world, such as there's malaria, poverty, there's water. We're wasting water for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge when actually we could be donating water to places that need it. California is going through a drought, but you don't see them getting any water from us. Water is going to be one of those resources that becomes the new oil. That's actually something I read, that it will become so scarce or scarce that it will be packaged and sold for so much money. If you are challenged with the ALS Ice Bucket, it's your choice. You can do it or you cannot do it. It's a personal choice, really. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Find something else that you're more willing to interact with, or that you feel very personal about, and give yourself to it. And that's all I have for today. Remember, if you liked the video, like, share, and subscribe. Show it to your friends and family,
Back to the 17th century, when Europe ruled the world and make a tremendous fortune. Buy slaves, discipline them, exploit them, become the most powerful slave trader. Slavery, the game, coming soon.